Hey folks, Mark from the future here. Just finished working for the day and thought I would share with you something that has happened. And I guess I should explain from the future. As many of you have figured out, or I've posted in many comments, the videos that I've brought all of you here are roughly 4.5 years old. And that's part of the story. So, in the story of what's happened, I might have gotten myself in trouble, I'm not really sure. So years ago, before we sold our house, I had a YouTube channel, and as you've seen, if you see the banner of my video, that's the inside of the shop that I built. I did machining, welding, fabrication, powder coating, worked on my car, things like that, and I made videos of it. When we moved in 2021, I took down my YouTube channel because of, I'll just say, ideological differences with YouTube, and I moved all of my content and started making content on another platform, and that platform is Rumble. We've been doing this now for 4.5 years. We're way past what you guys see. We're still not done, probably still have a couple of years left. My Rumble viewership, it was 4.5 years, I've got 253 followers, I believe it is. My average Rumble video gets between 63 and 150 views. And I've got, as I've mentioned several times in the comments, I've got over 70 videos that I've put together. And I will say the quality of the content decreased over time because, quite honestly, it's disparaging. Nobody's interested, or it's not being... So the other day, on about the 10th, thought, maybe the reason I'm not getting any viewership on Rumble is the same reason that I can't seem to stay on Rumble as a content consumer. I can't find the things that interest me. So I thought, I'm going to try and experiment. I created the video. So at the end of each year, I make a compilation video of the previous year's videos. I decided to go do that again. So I went through the first 11 of 22 videos. So that what you saw, what brought the majority of you here, is about the first half year that we were here, not the entire year. And I just did it to see, maybe it's the difference between the total viewership that Rumble has versus YouTube. And that video on Rumble has been up for years. It has 102 views. It's been up for 4 days on YouTube, and I think it just passed 150,000 views. That's the video that brought most of you to my channel. And again, I appreciate that. I appreciate all of the encouragement that I'm getting. It really does mean a lot to someone who is trying to do something that is very challenging at times very overwhelming, to have the encouragement of people who provide that support. And then the latest video that I uploaded, that one's been up for, I think, 3.5 years. And on Rumble, it has 62 views, and I think it just passed 21,000. The difference, I can't explain what the difference is. Like I said, on Rumble, I have 253 users. So I probably have, maybe of all my videos, I've got over 100 videos there, maybe 10,000 views. In 4 days, the 14 videos that I've uploaded to YouTube they just passed 250,000 views. And I believe I'm 15 people away from having 7,000 subscribers. Now, none of these are stellar numbers, don't get me wrong, and I'm not trying to be one of those people. I just want to share what we do. I don't want to be a YouTube content creator trying to make a living at it. It's just a world of difference. In 4 days versus 4.5 years, 7,000 followers versus 253, 250,000 views on 14 videos, and I've got 100 videos up over there. And, they get 63 to 150 views. So when I posted that first video and it had that response, at the time it was like 100,000, I think, right out of the gate, pretty fast. And then I got all the encouragement from the people who saw it and liked it. And I thought, YouTube's a monopoly. I have a problem with that. But at the end of the day, there's nothing I can do. And you're cutting off your nose to spite your face. Decided that it is what it is, and maybe I should move my content to YouTube. So I started doing that. I started posting the videos there, and then more and more of you came here and showed your support and your appreciation for what we're doing and the work that we put in. So I had decided that I'm going to upload a video every Sunday, because I didn't want to just flood them all onto there, but I decided I'd upload a video every Sunday, or once the last video hit 20,000 views. And my reasoning for that was I want to create good content, and if I'm able to put a video out that 20,000 people like and a week hasn't gone by, then that's it's a pat on my back, I'll say, because I've created content that people like, and I really do appreciate the support and encouragement that comes with people viewing it. a numbers game, I guess I'll say, that I created. The 13th in the series that I posted suddenly yesterday, I noticed that it has a copyright strike. I will say, before I started taking my content from Rumble and putting it onto YouTube, I looked up, I did Google, and it did say that you could put content on both YouTube and on Rumble. So I took my videos, which I have myself, I saved them all, and I started uploading them to YouTube, and then I got a content strike. I don't know what the content strike means. I don't know if I've broken a law. I don't know if this means that Rumble is now claiming my content. I did try to look it up, and I will say I did, when I put the videos on Rumble, I signed or clicked the something Rumble exclusive or something like that. I forget which, because if I remember, it says that they're going to share it with third parties and this, that, and the other. Now, my argument to that, I guess, would be, well, clearly they didn't share it with third parties because, you know, I have videos that have been up for 4 years. They have 63 views. I drop them on YouTube, and in 11 hours, I think yesterday, the one I put up at noon, within 11 hours, it had 15,000 views. So clearly, Rumble has not been sharing these with other platforms. So at this point, I don't really know what I'm going to do. You know, the 20,000 views before I post another one. The last video actually just passed 20,000 views, and I would like to keep posting them. But again, I don't know if I've broken the law. I don't know what the ramifications of this are. And, I don't know. Maybe it just means Rumble takes a cut. But the other thing, because I think it's because my channel is so new, there's these metrics that you have to pass before you are considered monetized. One is have 500 subscribers. The other one is load 3 videos within 90 days. I clearly have. And the other one is have 3,000 public watch hours. And mine is 0. Now, when I go look at the analytics, it says the public watch hours is something like 34,700 hours or something like that. But the point being, when I researched that, it looks like it takes about a week for that to catch up. I was going to look to see if the monetization is to see if, Rumble is taking a cut. I don't know. I don't have any idea. I don't have any way to research this. If anybody knows, I'd love to continue to provide I created the content so other people could see it, share this, and I will admit, I really appreciate the encouragement, the feedback, and the comments. They are a motivator for what can sometimes be pretty monotonous, pretty long, hard days, and I appreciate that very much. So I'd like very much to be able to continue to share these with you guys. I don't know if I'm legally allowed to. The last video had passed my 20,000 views metric, but I don't know if I should upload, because then that just means that I'm getting into further trouble. Bear with me while I try to figure this out. I've done a lot of research. It's all legalese and no misgivings. I know what user agreements are. In today's environment, user agreements are almost always whatever benefits the company. And I may have put myself in a position where I can't share the content on YouTube. When I find out, I'll post as soon as I can post, and hopefully you guys continue to enjoy them. But anyway, I'll let you know. And again, I'm very grateful and thankful. I'm just awestruck at the response that my videos have had on YouTube, and the comments that people are making are so encouraging. Almost all of the comments are extremely kind and extremely encouraging, and that is appreciated very much. And I hope if I'm able to continue to provide the content that you guys continue to enjoy it. Thanks.